love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home.
I'm drank up and I'm banked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it. I'm drank up and I'm danked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it,
I came over, I ain't sober, I'm still drunk, that's hangover. Might run it back when this page over. You the best thing I done slaved over. Gon' arch you back and been way over. It's overdue for that understressing. Over him, now you underdressing. Call me up and I come finessing. Like, ooh, we shot it, what it do, what it don't. Baby, you a queen, you can move how you want. You was rocking with me when I couldn't stay afloat. They ain't never saying nothing wavy to a boat. Like, eyes up, look at me, now I'm the captain. Brought the camera, time for action. Split the legs just like a fraction. Tuck the napkin, time for snacking. You a mother meal. Tell me that it's mine, baby, tell me that it's real. Hit it to the max, well, tell me how it feel. It's gonna be a minute, cause I'm in it for the thrill. Make her feel like heaven, she gon' put me in the wheel. And willingly, I wanna do anything she wanna do. I ain't even wanna boo, but this is what the karma do. It's hard to be apart from you, cause ooh, I
love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home. You love it when I get so high and drop that thing so low. Make you sit right here. Now you can't go back home.
I'm drank up and I'm danked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it. I'm drank up and I'm danked up and I'm faded. You bend it down and you poke it up and you elevate it, you elevate it, you.
twisted around your finger like a piece of string. I'm winded, chasing after your ghost is real exhausting. I'm in love, but I don't think it's what I thought it was supposed to be. Love story, no guts and no glory. How did I get so dizzy thinking of you? I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Well, I don't usually get like this. 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 Reminded of how I met you, tried to catch you falling. Instead I fell off myself and I just can't stop falling. These wings are gonna flap for me if I keep waiting. Keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting, keep waiting. How did I get so dizzy thinking of you? I don't usually get like this. I don't get like it's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? I just wanna kiss you. Well, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Get like this. No. Loves me not. This bouquet is all I got. I'm dreaming, or could it be a future for you and me? She loves me, I know it's true. Or maybe I'm the fool for you. I don't usually get like this. It's something about you I miss. Could it be we never had that kiss? Yeah, I don't usually get like this. Get like this. Oh, get like this. No, get like this.
Feel like falling deeper. Cold nights 난 너무 싫어. 기다리기에는 너무 길어. 줬던 내 사랑이 식어. 기대만 하는 것도 난 힘들어. No, I can't, just can't. 가져 내 맘을, 놔줘 내 가슴을 다 바쳐 사랑하기엔 내 자신이 너무 걱정돼. 바보 같은 생각이야. 알아 멍청해. 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을 가지고 있어. 사랑이라는 걸. Oh yeah. Baby, can't you come with me? Can't you hold my hand and leave? 근데 있잖아, 너라면 다를까 생각이 들어. 해볼까 네가 내 다리가 걸어 가는 방향이 어딘지 서로 궁금해져 버려 애써 맘 졸여 하늘만 보면서 언제쯤 알게 될까 너도 나와 같은 생각을 하고 있을까 한참을 멍하니 보다 보니 살짝 어두워진 색깔 불그스름한 노을의 때깔 상상만으로도 좋은 상상만으로도 힘든 이중적인 면을
You broke my heart a million times. Can't count the times I made you cry. Oh, we're such a mess now, and we're burning out. I get so sad at the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. I can't bear the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. You're still perfect as the day goes by. Even the worst ones hate, they make me smile. I stop the world if it would give us time, yeah, to work things out, to work things out, to work things out, to work things out, yeah, yeah, to work things out, to work things out. Oh, yeah, to work things out, to work things out. Can we be honest? You're my comfort zone. Whatever I say, don't let me go. I know you're angry, babe, and I am cold. I get so sad at the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. I can't bear the thought of losing you. I'm losing you. You're still perfect as the day goes by. Even the worst ones hate, they make me smile. I stop the world if it would give us time, yeah, to work things out, to work things out. To work things out, to work things out, yeah, yeah, to work things out, to work things out. Oh, yeah, to work things out, 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 to work things out,
Mic
to
check.
work things out,
Mic check.
to work things out, to work things out.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Welcome, everybody, to another episode, another chapter of Rich People Read, where we read a book a month to instruct you in the ways of the successful through the power of reading. Did everybody drink their Fountain of Youth potion today? Did everybody take their Fountain of Youth pills today? Your supplements, the pills that you need to make sure that you are living a long, healthy life. If you want to have great skin, you want to have a great respiratory system, you want to have a great digestive system, you want to be strong and healthy, you want to have heart-pounding sex, right? Fellas, you want to be able to take her to Pound Town, right? You want to take her to Pound Town? You want Pornhub in your own bedroom. Make sure that you are taking your vitamins. I'm going to do it. I've been saying this for a year. I'm going to do a show that tells you guys what you need to take. I'm going to do a show that tells you guys the pills that you need to take, pills, the supplements, the vitamins that you need to take. So you can avoid pills, so you can avoid prescriptions from your doctor. And I'm gonna tell you what you need to drink every day. This replaces all that soda, all that Kool-Aid, all that bullshit, all those sugary juices that you drink to make sure that you are long and strong, fellas. Good morning, Lady Navoa. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Oh, Kimberly said salute. I forgot to start the system. Thank you for saying that, Kim. Boom, let's start the giveaway. You know, we do a giveaway on my shows. Every time I go live, I give away a gift card at the end of the show. So all you have to do is type salute. Kim, type salute again. Eric, type salute. What up, Eric? Type salute again. Everybody type the word salute in the chat right now. That's all you got to do. You don't have to get involved in the chat. You don't have to talk a lot. All you have to do is type the word salute in the chat and you will be automatically entered into the giveaway at the end of the show. I'm glad you guys are here. This is the Rich People Read podcast. It is a live book club that we do right here on YouTube every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we read a book to edify your minds, to make you better people than you actually were yesterday. We talk about the two ships on my channel, entrepreneurship and relationships, right? The books that we read flip-flop between those two subjects. One month we'll read a book about entrepreneurship. The next month we'll read a book about relationships. This month we're reading a book about relationships. It is The High Value Man. You can see it right here. I put the graphic right here. The High Value Man. Here's the physical copy. It's a thin book. It's an easy read. It's an easy read. Grab a copy of it. It's only $6 or $7, $6.99, I think. $6.99. If you have Amazon Prime, it's shipped to you for free. So you're spending all of $7 to have this book. Remember, it's important to buy the books that we read in this book club so you can have it in your library as you recreate yourself and you build your wealth and become a better person and make more money. You're going to have a library in your future home, and I want you to have the books that helped you get there lined up, right? So make sure you click the link in the description, grab your copy of the book, and you'll be good to go. The next thing is next month we'll be reading about money. It's a money book, or productivity, or something that makes you become a better money maker, right? Right now we're making you a better person, interpersonal communication. Last month we read about how to be a stoic, right? To living the stoic life. Before that we read about we read a book on women for the Book of Obsidian, the ladies edition. It taught women, but right now we're talking about men, on becoming high value men and what it takes, and the breakdown on that. We started this book on Monday. This book just got started. So if you watched the show on Monday, if you did not watch the show on Monday, go back and watch it and then listen to me today, and then you'll be all caught up. You don't have to go in order as long as you listen to it. Remember, reading a book doesn't mean that you have to read the actual pages. You can just listen to somebody. This is just a fancy audio book. That's all it is. I'm glad you guys are here. Salute to my man. It's all a mindset. That's right. That's right, man. Let's get into it, bro. Let's get into it. We're going to knock this out. This is a short chapter. We already read, in fact, this book is only 3 chapters total, but each chapter has sections, right? It has parts. So chapter 1 has 6 parts. Chapter 2 has 6 parts, and then there's just one chapter 3. So we've read part 1, 2, and 3 on Monday. We're reading part 4. No, I'm sorry. I take that back. No, yeah, that's right. We're reading part 4 right now. And then this coming Friday, we're going to read part 5 and 6 for chapter 1. So we're just reading one part today, and then I'm going to release you guys, let you go, and have a wonderful day. Good morning, Drea. I'm glad you guys are here. Let's get started. Let's move over to our, we're not on the right. Are we? Yeah, we are. No, we're not. Hold on a second, guys. Mess around and hit the wrong button. Don't want to do that. Boom. Let's switch over to our read screen. This is The High Value Man, Principles of Positive Masculinity. There's a lot of guys, alpha men, we talked about that. The difference between the alpha male and the beta male, we talked about that on Monday. right? And the manufactured alpha male, not the natural alpha male, the one that's born with it, the ones that aspire to be alpha men, right? Then we talked about the beta men. Now we're going to talk about the high value man. The high value man. Everybody, please hit the thumbs up on the video. That helps me a lot. It tells YouTube that this video was worth watching. Share it on your Facebook if you can, and please subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. Enter the high value man. True masculine power is full-blooded power with power that strengthens both our autonomy and our togetherness, power that is both hard and soft. Such power, whatever its intensity, does not abuse and protects what needs protecting. It brings out the very best in a man, backing him in taking needed stands without forgetting his heart. True masculine power is not out to prove anything, but simply to support the living of a deeper life, a life of authenticity, care, passion, integrity, love, and wakefulness. And that's from Robert Augustus Masters in his book called To Be a Man. If you asked 100 random people what they think the term high value man means, and a lot of people have been thinking about that, have been asked, most of them probably have certain preconceptions about what this term means. People most likely misunderstand what a high value man is. It doesn't mean what you think it means, ladies and gentlemen. Being a high value man is not about being super outgoing and loud and an alpha male who drives exotic sports cars and goes clubbing and works in a high powered office and fast paced job and bangs lots of women, so-called alpha male. No, having high value does not mean making a lot of money necessarily, being really good looking necessarily, having big muscles necessarily, having a ton of friends, and having it all generally. Don't get me wrong, none of these things are inherently bad things, but they are external things. A lot of people believe obtaining and having these external things confer some sort of status upon you. And because alpha males have these things, they therefore have high statuses. And as a counterpoint, beta males have low status. But this is not true. Yes, a lot of alpha males have these things, but many do not. And even some beta males may have at least some of these external trappings too. At the end of the day, however, as you will learn later in this book, these externally facing things don't really matter. I want you to stop thinking about gaining status, but start thinking more about having value, fellas. Stop thinking about status and think about value. Discard the notion that you need to have high status. Discard the old alpha beta dichotomy and start thinking about the concept of becoming a high value man instead. Start thinking about becoming a high value man instead. A high value man is primarily focused on what's internal and inside of him and not what's external. Internal means his own internal mental makeup. Everywhere I look these days, I see men struggling with their identity, struggling to become men. In doing so, I see men worrying excessively about their clothes, their haircuts, and whether they will look good enough for the ladies. I see men going religiously to the gym, trying to deadlift 500 pounds and talking about it as if once they achieve that goal, they will miraculously become a man. Right? Once they finally deadlift 500 pounds. And once they do that, girls will not be able to resist them, or so they believe. I also see men with no purpose in life, other than enjoying themselves, drinking craft beer, and seeking out their next hipster pleasures like cronuts, cruffins, and other croissant-related culinary monstrosities. The funny thing is, becoming a high-value man can actually help you obtain a lot of the external things that I described earlier if these things are important to you. But being a high value man ultimately has nothing to do with these external things. High value, my friends, is not the value that others place upon you by virtue of the external things that you have, Although when you are high value, others will naturally start to place higher value on you. For the purposes of this book, when we refer to high value, it is the value you place on yourself. From here on out, you're going to place a high value on yourself. Becoming a high value man, fellas, is about becoming a man who truly and authentically values himself and his opinion, believes in himself, and takes his own counsel. And not in the arrogant or egotistical way like an alpha male. In seeking to be high value, you are not going to impose that high value onto others like what an alpha male does in seeking dominance over others. The way you place value on yourself will be different from that of an alpha male. The way a high value man places value on himself is different than the way an alpha male works. And when you place high value on yourself, the way you naturally behave is also very different from that of a beta male. Dominance and prestige represent very different ways of attaining and maintaining status. But it's also worth once again reiterating the overlap. Qualities like strength, leadership, kindness, and morality can exist in the same person. Its strict categories of alpha and beta truly set up a false dichotomy that obscures what a man is capable of becoming. Scott Barry Kaufman, in The Myth of the Alpha Male, he wrote that in that book. Here are some examples of how a high value man behaves. Listen up. A high value man, and ladies, by the way, sidebar. As I get ready to read these things, some of these things in this book I don't agree with. Some things I do. I'm reading the book at face value. So this is not Shannon's thought. This is this author's thought, right? But nevertheless, ladies that's listening to me right now, these are the things that you want to look for in men. In men, this is what you want to aspire to be. Ladies, this is what you want to look for in a man. And fellas, this is what you aspire to be. Ladies, remember that your purpose in life is a man. Men, remember your purpose in life is to make the world better. So, ladies, as you prepare yourself to be selected by a high value man, this is the guys that you need to pay attention to. Ignore everybody else. Fellas, this is what you need to aspire to become so that you two puzzle pieces can get together and make magic happen. All right? That's the way it works. A high value man is assertive, but not aggressive. Wow, you talk about this. We spoke about assertiveness versus aggression at the King Talk in Atlanta while we were on stage. Lady came up and she asked me specifically. She wanted to hear my answer about aggression and assertive, but the other brothers answered for me, actually, because they said what I would have said. But because I explained to her the difference on what a high value man is and what a high quality man is. And I told him, and then somebody asked about what are lacking in men these days. And I had answered saying assertiveness is missing in a lot of young men. And then that kind of like got everybody going. So then lady came up and said, hey, what's the difference between assertion and aggression? And the brothers answered. So here, we're going to talk about it a little bit too. What up, Rilla? My man Rilla's in the house. Hoo-ah! Rilla, remember we talked about assertive versus, Chicago Rilla was on stage with me, by the way. Rilla, remember we talked about assertiveness versus aggression at King Talk in Atlanta? So here we're talking about it right now. A high value man is assertive, but not aggressive or threatening like an alpha male, and not passive like a beta male. A high value man cuts to the chase. That's stoicism. Remember we read about that last month. Sidebar. How to be a stoic. To become a better person, you cut the bullshit out of your life. Ignore the bullshit, get straight to the point. That's a stoic, right? A high value man cuts to the chase, but in doing so, he does not abuse others like an alpha male and does not avoid conflict like a beta male. You get it? Hey, Bella, with your cute self. Shout out to Bella. She avoided me at the club in Atlanta. I wanted to dance with her, but she wouldn't want to dance with me. Just want to put that out there on record that Bella avoided me in Atlanta. At the nightclub, at the after party that we went to, she wouldn't dance with your boy. I had to dance all alone because Bella was being mean to me. All right. A high value man deflects attempts to manipulate, but does not seek to manipulate or intimidate others himself like an alpha male, and does not allow himself to be the victim, no victim Olympics, as Anton would say, of manipulation like a beta male. A high value man deflects attempts to manipulate. He doesn't try to manipulate people, but he does not seek to manipulate or intimidate others himself like an alpha male would. A high value man makes requests of others. It lies, Bella. A high value man makes requests of others, but does not violate the boundaries of others like an alpha male would do, and does not get ordered around, bossed around, pushed around like a beta male. A high value man cuts through the bullshit. Did I not just say that? Remember, I haven't read this book. Did I not just say that a minute ago? That's the life. That's stoicism. That's the philosophy of stoicism. Cut through the bullshit. Get straight to the point. A high value man cuts through bullshit. He's not very talkative. He doesn't give you all this extra fucking verbiage and rhetoric. It's just like, look, it is what it is. A high value man cuts through bullshit, but does not bullshit others like an alpha male would. It does not allow himself to get bullshitted like a beta male. A high value man is comfortable showing respect to others like my man Chicago Rilla. A high value man is comfortable showing respect to others. It's no big deal to show respect to people, but does not belittle or put down others like an alpha male, and does not tolerate disrespect or give undue or undeserved respect to others like beta males do. To put this all less abstractly, let's go back to the infamous French fry fiasco of the last chapter. Remember when his girl, and for those that don't know, when you go back and watch the show on Monday, that I did on Monday, he was explaining how he was a beta male to his girlfriend. He had dated one of the finest chicks at his college, and he was with her for 9 months. And one of the times that they went out to like McDonald's, they got French fries. He ate his French fries 3 at a time. I eat my French fries 5 to 6 to 7 at a time. I just shoved my face full of them. And his girlfriend blurted out, "I hate that you eat 3 French fries at a time." And then he said, "Oh, baby, I'm sorry." And then proceeded to eat 1 French fry at a time. Right? That happened to the author of this book. And he was explaining how he was a beta simp back then just to be with this chick, to the point where she told him how to eat his goddamn French fries. So upon hearing my ex-girlfriend's declaration that she hated how I ate 3 French fries at a time, an alpha male would blow up at her, go on a rant about how much of a crazy bitch she was, maybe even dump his remaining French fries over her head, and then storm out of McDonald's in a fit of rage while knocking a couple people out of the way. A beta male, like he was, would apologize and then dutifully and awkwardly eat his French fries 1 at a time in order to appease his woman, simp. Later that night, he still feels awkward about the whole situation, replay it in his mind and over, and then go to bed without having sex with his girlfriend. The next morning, he'll still feel awkward and avoid her. Now, this is how a high value man would deal with this situation. Not blowing up at McDonald's and shit saying, "Bitch, you crazy," and not saying, "Yes, baby, I'm sorry, let me eat my 1 French fry at a time." This is what a high value man would do in this situation, according to the author. Instead of complying with my ex-girlfriend's request to eat 1 French fry at a time, I could have handled her by being amused, laughing, and then saying, "Baby, if you didn't know, this is how I like to eat my French fries, 3 at a time. If my mouth were big enough, I would eat 8 at a time. I know you really want to get back to shopping as soon as possible, so let me eat these French fries a little quicker. And then go right back to eating 3 at a time as if nothing ever happened." A high value man coyly rolls with the punches that life, or in this case, women, throws at him because he is not arrogant or domineering like an alpha male, and his self-esteem is solid and grounded, unlike the beta male. His masculine power, fellas, is always appropriately wielded, unlike the alpha male who always errs on the side of dominance, and maintained, unlike the beta male who always gives it away. In this example, a high value man would reframe the situation from her complaining how he eats too many French fries at once to how he's not eating enough French fries at once to keep her from shopping. He flips the entire scenario right back onto her. Baby, the only reason I'm eating 3 French fries, not because it's not only that I like to eat 3 French fries, but we don't need to be in McDonald's much longer. I'm trying to get the hell out of here so we can get back to that shopping. So if I could, I'd eat 6 French fries. You get it? Now, that's how a high value man takes control of any situation. You too, fellas, can learn how to take control of any situation in life, and not how an alpha male takes control or how a beta male lets circumstances control him, but in a high value way. Let me close this chapter with a quote from the Tome, The Way of the Superior Man by David Data, as we get closer to fully fleshing out the high value man. This newly evolving man, you fellas, you are the newly evolving man as you tap in with your boy Shannon. You, the newly evolving man, is not a scared bully, posturing like some King Kong in charge of the universe. Nor is he a new age wimp, all spineless, smiley, and starry-eyed. He has embraced both his inner masculine and feminine, and he no longer holds on to either of them. It is time to evolve beyond the macho jerk ideal, all spine and no heart. It is also time to evolve beyond the sensitive and caring wimp ideal, all heart and no spine. Heart and spine, fellas, must be united in a single man, and that's you. And that's it, fellas. We're done for the day. We're done. Yeah, it's a good book. Fellas, you have to, that's the assertion that you want to become. And let me be clear. Cool, calm, and collective. You ever notice I have the propensity to blow up. I do. I can get pushed to the edge, but more often than not, I'm cool, I'm calm, and I'm collective. Rarely will you see me arguing and going off and losing my cool, especially on YouTube or on a podcast. I'm cool. That is high value thinking. I appreciate you guys. I hope you learned something today. Listen, we're done. I'm gonna let you go and we'll be back. My name is Mr. Shan. And remember that reading is the way to expand your mind and your bank account. Tune in next time to Rich People Read. Friday, 10 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. And you, my friends, are dismissed.
Yeah. Escucha. Mío en tu habitación, solo los 2 segundos que hay que detener. Porque si no siento tu voz o tu olor, te extraño y te quiero ver. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levantes la mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada. Me haces falta, bebé. Dime qué tengo que hacer pa' tenerte de una vez, pa' no poderte perder. Dulce, eres mi bombón. Te quiero melocotón. Por ti corro un maratón. Solo di la dirección. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. Pa' mí no es suficiente. Yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levante esa mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicar. Mira, somos perfectos, es algo indiscutible. Mi estilo y tu estilo no están disponibles. Solo soy sensible cuando te tengo porque eres irresistible. Tus labios combinan con tus ojos, porque eres tan pretty que hasta yo de eso miento. Chica, necesito mis anteojos, quiero verte en noche hermosa de todos modos. Tú y yo, queriendo más amor. A mí no es suficiente, yo quiero tu calor. Tú y yo, con esa conexión, somos lo que la gente no ha visto de los dos. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levante esa mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicar. Tanto me falta, todas esas noches tan soñadas, que me levante esa mirada. Tú tienes pinta de indicada.